Which was slow or fast?
It's a fashion but slow.
Fast.
Fast.
This smartphone is a fast.
Fashion but fast.
Sorry?
It's fashion and fast.
Yes.
The life cycle is short.
Very short. Very short.
Why do you say that?
Like
a cross.
Because everyone, especially nowadays, when a lot of people have strong spending power, they always want the best and the freshest and the newest. Even if it's a small improvement, say from 80 megapixel to 20, people want to have the latest one. So the more that brands come up with new specs, just make it sound like this is better, faster, bigger, stronger, people will always want it. So with smartphones, even if your phone is still really good and capable, but the next month 5 new brands releases new phones, you already feel like what you're holding is already old and I should just throw this away because it's smartless now.
Yeah, out of season.
Which one is faster? You change your clothes or you change the phone?
I'm a very practical person, so I change my clothes more often than ever.
Okay, so I think we're already set up, so we'll start the interview now. This is our last batch, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I believe everyone is already introduced formally, so to officially start, I'd like to throw in, of course, the ball to our media partners to throw the questions to our executives, the ones that you've already shared to us.
Okay, so I guess since I'm the only girl here, I'm going to start first. I'd just like to say, first of all, congratulations on the Zenfone 5 launch yesterday. It was a success and people are already clamoring to get their hands on it. But my question is, since there are a lot of brands that have also launched their phones, what is the key feature of the Zenfone 5 that people should watch out for, and is the reason why they should get the Zenfone 5 aside from the Zenmoji?
Okay, I think first, I have some reason. The first I'm impressed is about AI everything. Not only AI camera, but the AI boost, AI ringtone. Ringtone is a small thing, but it's AI charging. AI charging, sometimes when you use your smartphone, 1 year later, the battery become half. It's not good. So AI, everything, it does the good one. The second one is the voice. To me, it's the voice. It's the dual speaker, stereo speaker. The voice quality will improve a lot. The second one is, the third one is it's a beautiful design. The beautiful design is the screen to body ratio is 90%. 90% is so great. And except this three, I have another one. Empower luxury for everyone. Affordable. Yeah, so this is for features. So I think that's very important for me to buy the Zenfone 5. Any others?
Almost for everything.
I like it.
Okay, so I guess in a way it answers my follow-up question, because what I've been telling people was ASUS was the first one in the selfie game, because before everyone even coined the selfie phone, you already had a selfie camera. You also have battery that really lasts long. I'm on data the whole day and I don't need a power bank to charge my phone. You already have a stabilizer even in your mid-range phones. What else, aside from the AI, can people expect on the next line of Zenfone that you will be launching? Because you already covered camera, AI, the selfie, the videos, and the sounds. So what else can people expect for the next Zenfone?
Let me have the brief words. I think model simplification is the key. So we put a lot of features in Zenfone 5G. And we put everything the perfect balance, especially in the performance and the battery life and beauty, all three in together in Zenfone 5. So 5G, we put a lot of features, include zoom, feature we put in the 5G. And that's a perfect balance of the 5. And selfie for the selected countries. Selfie, we have the quad, 4 cameras for our 5Q. And then the next is the key experience. at this moment, the Max is related to the better. But in the future, I hope Max is related to all the features that can be very unique, even the number, the voice, very much louder, or the quality is much better, like the drop high, the high of the drop, it can be the highest one. Anything related to the unique, to be unique, and to be the number one, that was the Max. And another one is about the entry. Extremely affordable is for life. That's so simple.
Yes. Let me put it this way. Actually, yesterday you saw the launch event. Basically, we put all the latest technology inside. No matter what you mentioned, the OIS, the stabilizer, AI technology, the A45 CPU. So I would say the Zenfone 5 this generation, you can find all the latest technology in this device, no matter 5 or 5C, depends on the performance you like. But it's actually very good device and affordable already. And in our categories, we have another category we call Max category. So in the Max category, like Jerry mentioned, we will put a lot of number one in that category. For example, like battery life, performance, the audio experience, these kind of things. We will put in these Max categories. And the life category is more entry level categories, which we are trying to make more, affordable device on that categories with good technology as well. So if you see we develop product, we're now shrinking our product line into 3 major categories. And of course, some of the special groups, I believe later on maybe some you will ask, some of the special group like gamers, we are considering to have special product for that categories as well. But this is basically the logic or the logic of product development.
We use the term consumer-centric experience. So to make consumer choose easy, so model simplification and combine some into one. That's with this kind of model simplification can make consumer choose our product easy. Don't make it confused. That's it.
So I think I'd go on next. So congratulations on the opening of your 100th store today. So how does this opening 100th store in the Philippines fit into the overall ASUS marketing or ASUS brand in the Philippines and regionally? How does the Philippines fit in that equation?
I think George can talk about the store, but from the headquarters, actually, executing the new retail. New retail is a very famous term in the future. New retail is related to 4 terms, 4 items. The first item is the experience is the key. User experience is the key. That's the first item. That's the foundation. So 1 foundation and 3 terms. The first one is the supply chain and demand chain, supply demand chain. And the second one is the people flow. People like the store people flow. The third one is the people flow, supply chain, and the money flow. The cash flow. Okay, that's the so 1 foundation and 3 items, and it's a concept of the online, and it's a combination of online and offline. Every omnichannel is the term. So that's the corporate way, and for the store, that's also one of the way.
I think to follow what Jerry's these 4 points to highlight, actually to translate into the Philippine operation and execution, I think there are 2 points. One is our end user. It's always customer centric. The second point is all the channel partners between us to our end user. Okay, why I mention these 2 points? First, customer centric is how to improve the customer experience in the store or anywhere they want to know, they want to touch and feel the product and feature of ASUS. It can be in the store, it can be online, it can be in your phone, it can be when you are go to the beach for vacation. So our direction is try to understand our customer better and more, so that we will try to deliver the information effectively, the place, the way, the approach they prefer. And this is a very big direction and a very high request that we are trying to go there. And the second one is we also need a channel partner to help us delivering our value, our innovative and very competitive product to our end users in the country, everywhere, widely covered. So from day one, ASUS grew from one concept so in the country with a concept in mind. This concept is mutual benefit, mutual profit with our channel partner. So start from 1 to 3 to 40, today is 100. So I see no difference start from first store to the 100 store that when we grow, our customer grow. When our customer, I mean channel partner grow, we also grow. So aligned with what Jerry mentioned, the direction, we will also help our channel partner to overcome or at least reduce the main challenge nowadays in the retail. We are aware of what happened in the United States, in China. A lot of big organized chain stores suffer or face a lot of challenge about dropping of the traffic, higher cost of overhead or operation. I think it's only a matter of the level of challenge in the country comparing to China and Philippines or United States. So we feel the pain of our channel partner. So we will also try to help them through our way, from ASUS way. Try to help them reduce their cost and try to help them increase the revenue, increase the business, eventually help them and us to grow the profit together for the long run and in a sustainable way.
And for the store, we can also improve the experience, the buying scenario, buying experience. So experience is the other foundation. So it's important.
So just quick follow-up. So when a Zenfone fan enters the store, what kind of customer experience will they see? And what customer experience will they see?
This is a very good question. I would like to divide into status quo and to be in the future where we want to transform. The status quo at the moment is through the online and our forum community communication. The Zen fan actually in some selective location can get special treatments or sometimes special discount from our initiative. However, this is not widely coverage and sometimes it's ad hoc. It's a status quo. And so we want to transform our Zen fans treatment or service way better than regular or just ad hoc shoppers in the store. So that we will require our headquarters and our local subsidiaries to work together to improve this part. So how to improve our membership service, how to make it not just in ad hoc, but a more sustainable and consistent way. This is the direction we will try to improve. And with the big data-driven, with the smart enterprise, our headquarters will help us to reach this level faster and more effectively.
Okay, thank you. I think that's it for me. I'll pass it on to her.
Good morning. Continuing on the previous question, Philip, there have been, I don't have any hard data to back this up, but there have been, the general online consensus is that Filipinos shop online. They check blogs for specs and for details on retail products. And then they go to the physical stores to actually verify, and they still end up buying online because it's cheaper. So what is ASUS doing to counter, say, gray market units? And what advantages do you get from buying from a physical store? Like this one?
I think the store is important for the experience. So if they visit the stores, for example, if a user come enter into the store, if they think from their experience the product is good, they want to buy just with the like barcode and send to somewhere, and we can. And this barcode is in the store, and even they buy online, we still can deliver easily. So it's a omni-channel. Omni-channel is a combination of the online and offline. So the tool, the software, everything can accomplish this. So the store here is for the experience, maybe it's for the cash flow, and any other things like we can still deliver easily. But since they are in the store, we know they are in the store. So when with the QR code, we know this revenue is there, the store revenue. You know what I mean? This is a combination of the online and offline. So that's a new kind of the sales.
And let me add more points to what Jerry mentioned. That before I answer directly, I would like to also echo to what you said. According to the recent ABS-CBN survey, the gadget, the phone is the top 3 item that end users prefer to shop online. And we are not that strange to online business. That, for example, Lazada is the biggest online player in the country. And 2017, we are the top 2 brand inside Lazada whole year sales. So online we are not strange to that. And what Jerry wanted to highlight is that we don't really differentiate online or offline that consider as a zero-sum game. What we consider is where do users prefer to feel and touch the product, and how they prefer to purchase. They prefer to deliver at home, okay, or they prefer to carry by themselves. As we all know, shopping experience is not just about buy and sell. It's a kind of fulfillment, it's a kind of feelings, especially the ladies knows the best. So we don't deny there are users prefer just simply buy and sell online. And there are also a lot of big chunk of customers prefer to spend some time in the store, in the mall, and just to check what's new, what's best for them. So most important is to identify what kind of customer at what time, where is the channel they prefer to browse and experience product, and what is the way they prefer to buy. And ASUS job is to make sure that we can present and show our best features to them whenever they need.
One more question.
Good.
One more question. There were hints and speculations back before MWC 2018 that ASUS was going to come out with a gaming phone. Is there anything that you can reveal at this time?
For the gaming?
Gaming.
Gaming phone.
Gaming phone. Actually,
Acer has a
gaming. We released the gaming PC in 2006 or 7, and we are the #1 to release the gaming product. Gaming motherboard, gaming VGA, gaming PC, gaming notebook, everything. And I think to make sure the experience is pretty good, that's pretty important. So in the future, I think since the gaming is a trend, definitely we want to compete it in the gaming scenario, include a smartphone. But you can expect. You can expect.
You can expect.
So we can expect this year or
Is there any
next year
timeline?
Any timeline?
No.
We cannot release any timeline, and but like Jerry mentioned, we are the one who define the RG, the one for the gamers on the PC motherboard and the VGA other product. So definitely we will make sure the other product will be covered. And I would say we cannot unveil any timeline so far, but you will expect. Yeah, you can expect that.
It's good news.
It's good enough for
Finally, we just keep leading.
Yes.
This is important.
And is that anything? Peter?
Yes, going back, congratulations again on your 100 store. You're now back in the top 5 of IDC in the Philippines. Your new Zenfone line is priced really competitive. Anyway, my first question is, how can you improve your current top 5 ranking do you plan to move higher anytime soon?
You mean smartphones?
Yeah, in the smartphone category.
Yeah, definitely. I think we are observing the competition, and then the most important is we are not copycat of any top one. We want to walk ASUS way. So we are aware of existing players, and we observe their strategy and their approach, definitely the strengths and weakness. And we also will try our best to improve our ranking in the country. So our Jerry and our region has a very high expectation on Philippine market, particularly in smartphone. So we will try our best to really improve.
Another thing, going back to the Zenfone 5 series, most of them are already running on the latest Android 8.1 Oreo OS. Most of them are running on 8.1 Oreo. As soon as Android P comes out, can we expect the new Zenfone 5 line to be updated as soon as possible as well?
Definitely, we always have a plan to update the latest Android system in our flagship product. So this is in the plan. But of course, the timeline is difficult to answer now. But this is what we always do.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just have a quick question on for 2018. The 4 models released so far, is that it for the Zenfone 5 line? At least for the Philippines? Or can we expect?
Now we released the 5G,
Yes,
Y,
for the 5G.
and 5Q, and Max M1, and we still have the live. And in the future, we may add the member of Max.
What about the selfie, the
Service
ZFAR?
in the quad, in the 5Q.
Okay.
So we combine it's a simple.
So only the live so far hasn't come out yet.
More.
Few more.
A few more. Okay.
And also in January, Max Plus.
Okay. So,
Are we good?
any question? Good. Ask follow-up question.
Oh, just about the 100 stores. Do you have plans of reaching 150 stores by the end of the year? What else can people expect in terms of having stores all over the Philippines? Are you aiming for 150 by the end of the year? Or will we see more of pop-up shops for you guys in other parts where there are no ASUS stores yet?
Very good follow-up question. We are not chasing the number of the store in the country, but to be honest, in the pipeline, there are quite a lot of stores waiting to be set up according to the newly established shopping mall in the country, and also our collaboration with different channel partners. As I mentioned several times, that our purpose is not chasing the number of stores. Actually, it's to improve the customer experience in the place they prefer. So as long as there are places that Filipino users prefer ASUS to be there as a service, we will try to deliver.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.